Hey Clovers, and thank you for coming back to my channel. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and make sure you're hitting that notification button to stay connected. Alright y'all, so this video is going to be quick, simple, and straight to the point. One question I kept seeing in the comments is, what is a factoring company? So let's talk about it. A factoring company is nothing more than a financial institution for logistics. So just think about it as like pretty much the bank for carriers. It is a way for them to get their finances easily without having to go through so much hassle from a broker. Okay, so a factoring company is a third-party institution. So this is something that the carrier will have to go purchase themselves outside of the broker, outside of you. And there's several different factoring companies. Of course, I'm always going to recommend that you guys go to OTR. I think their factoring company is absolutely amazing, and it comes with so many benefits. It's scary. And it comes with benefits for carriers and dispatchers, which is an extreme benefit to us all, right? By this point, you guys should already know there's only about 3 different methods to be paid as a carrier. The first method is going to be the standard day pay, which is going to be either 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days. And that genuinely means that the broker has 30, 60, or 90 days before they even have to send you a payment. And I know that sounds crazy, but like literally if you do 30-day standard pay, the broker does not have to send a payment until that 30th day. And you can obviously see why that can become an inconvenience. So that's one option to receive your payment. The next option as a carrier to receive payments for the loads that you deliver is quick pay. So with quick pay, you get your payment within 24 to 72 hours. But the only thing is, with quick pay, they take extreme high percentages out from it. So that can get a little costly. Think about it. They have to pay you your percentage as a dispatcher. They then have to pay for the trucking costs, the insurance, on and so forth. So quick pay can just become a little expensive. The last option is going to be a factoring company, which once again is something that the carrier goes and purchases themselves, and that is what you're going to be using to process their invoices as a freight dispatcher. With that, the fee is also a percentage, but it's always less than 3%. So I think at OTR, they're still at 2.95%. So you get a 3% fee taken out of your payment, but they cash advance the money to you within that same 24 to 72 hours. So it's like quick pay, but more in control for the carrier. The first 2 options is at the despair and control of a broker. The factoring company is the only thing that the carrier will be able to control with their finances. So if you don't have the capital to wait for your payment as a carrier, I would definitely recommend getting a factoring company instead of constantly using quick pay, because you're spending a lot of money in those fees. Just get a factoring company and be set at a 3% fee. Factoring companies also come with a lot of discounts. So you get a tire discount, a fuel discount, and most of them, they will also allow you to get like different perks that come with like the truck stop bathrooms and showers and washing your clothes and stuff like that. They also give you points for that as well. And for dispatchers, there's also a lot of benefits of having a factoring company for your carrier. So the number one thing is, as a dispatcher, you can become an ambassador for that factoring company. With that, it comes with its own set of benefits. Most ambassadors also get an extra 10% earnings if they sign that carrier up to the factoring company. So if you recruit a new carrier to that factoring company, they will compensate you on a monthly basis. Right-handed guy, I am living proof. So basically my paychecks literally mirror whatever my carrier was paying me for the month. So my carrier already pays me 10% once a month. I also have a factoring company pay me an additional 10% for the carriers I recruited to that factoring company. So it's like, if I made $2,000 from the carrier, the factoring company sends me another $2,000. So you basically get 20% off of one carrier just for recruiting a bumper. So that's a huge benefit. When you become an ambassador with the factoring company will help you generate leads to find a carrier, which we all know everybody's struggling with recruiting right now. So if you become an ambassador with a factoring company, they will help you generate leads to get more carriers. And lastly, for dispatchers, the moment you submit your dispatcher carrier agreement to the factoring company will then pay you directly. The last benefit that I would like to talk about is the fact that when you submit your dispatcher carrier agreement to the factoring company, they will then start paying you directly. So instead of having to invoice your carrier or worrying about if they're going to pay you or not, all you have to do is submit your invoice to that factoring company. You will get your percentage off top, and then they will send the rest of the payment to the carrier. But even with that, dispatcher, still make sure you're sending a blank invoice. Even though you receive your payment, still send a blank invoice to your carriers so they can know what you were paid and what loads that you booked for them. So to wrap things up, that is essentially what a factoring company is. It's just a third-party financial institution to help carriers get their payments quicker, more efficiently, and with less of a hassle. And it is one of those things that is in the control of the carrier. The other forms of receiving payments are in control of the broker. So if you would like to be in control of your own money, I would recommend getting a factoring company for sure. To wrap this video up, are factoring companies necessary to have as a freight dispatcher or a carrier? No. Do I highly recommend that you get a factoring company in order to enhance your business and to just make things run a lot smoother? Yes. I went over all of the benefits, and honestly, I hope this video just helped y'all out. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and make sure y'all comment. I will see y'all later, Clovers.